Menopause, menopause, menopause. That's a word we need to start normalizing in our conversations. We have to start saying it out loud, not whispered, not in code like the change. Menopause. Okay, not just menopause, but premenopause and perimenopause and postmenopause and surgical menopause and all of these words that we got to start advocating for ourselves for, because nobody else is going to do it for us. And this right here is Women with a Pause. And I'm Dawn. And this is our place to find support and take back our voices and our power and our health. Because what's going on in our lives right now with our political system here in the United States, everything is getting rolled back to the 50s. And we really, if not before, and we really cannot afford that with women's health. I am shocked at what I'm learning that I didn't know that I didn't know. So I decided to create Women with a Pause to give us a voice and a strength and the opportunity to band together, find resources, and advocate for ourselves. And I'll tell you, and I say that a lot, by the way, I will tell you, I consider myself a fairly well-educated woman. I have a couple of college degrees, and one of them's in a medical field. And I don't think that I thought I was as misinformed or uninformed as I'm finding that I am. And it's not just me. Our own medical providers are not given training and information on menopause. So no wonder they can't take care of us the way we need to be taken care of. No one warned me about the extreme heavy bleeding and the brain fog and the muscle aches and joint pain and tinnitus, the ringing in my ears. I never dreamed that that was associated with my estrogen levels. But guess what? Studies find that it is. A lot of what's going on with us as mid 30s, 40, 50-year-olds and beyond is our estrogen in our uterus and our ovaries and all those things that nobody wants to talk about. If you talk to most medical providers, like your general medical providers, even OBGYNs, menopause is not like this huge subject in their medical training. Believe it or not, very little time is spent on training our medical providers on menopause. They definitely don't teach it like they teach men's health, because I guarantee you, if men had to go through half of what we go through, half of the defense budget would be reallocated to fixing that shit. And like I said, with our current political climate, we're just getting shoved further back into the shadows. And it's up to us not to let that happen and to stay informed. It's kind of like if you're past childbearing years, you are just fading away, and given the reason that things are happening is it's all in your head. It's not. So this channel, Women with a Pause, we're here to change all that. Make sure you share this video and other videos with someone you love or someone you care about, because if they're a woman, they need this information too. We need to normalize these menopause conversations with our friends, with our children, with our parents, with our spouses and partners, because they need to know about it. They need to understand what's going on too. I had a very tearful conversation with my husband about realizing what I've been putting him through the past probably 7 to 8, 9 years. When I started realizing just how much of everything to do with me and my perspectives and everything that had been changing, that it was all really probably tied to my declining estrogen, it was very relieving to me. It was very, relieving is a good word, that it wasn't all in my head, because I felt so out of control all the time about everything. But I keep this facade up about being in control, and it gets hard. And he's the closest person to me, and I take it out on him. And just being able to look at him and say, look, I found out why all of this is happening to me. And we're just approaching the solutions now. So I'm not fixed yet, but I have a good idea of the direction that I need to go in. But in this process is where I'm learning I had no idea what I had no idea about. Like, I cannot believe how ignorant I was to women's health. And I'm a health professional. And this is not just a women's issue. This is a health issue. This is a community issue. This is a human issue. And we need the community and the truth together to handle it. In July, I'm having a hysterectomy. And I don't know how to pronounce the word. My ovaries taken out. And an appendectomy, and I'm having my bladder repositioned and attached to another part of my body to hold it all together. So I've got 3 surgeons coming together in one room to fix a part of me that I really didn't know I was in trouble with. And I certainly didn't know I was in that much trouble. So yep, we're doing it all at once, and I'm bringing you along for the ride. But we're also going to talk about all of the things that I'm finding out, and start talking about what estrogen means to us, and why our lives just seem to start going a little crazy in our mid-30s. So if you've ever felt like alone in your body, where you're Googling things late at night so nobody can see what you're secretly Googling, or you've said to yourself, this just must be part of getting older, I want you to know that you're not alone. And I guarantee you, you got a lot more friends and relatives probably that are out there being alone when they don't need to be alone. So like, comment, subscribe, do all the things with this channel, because we need to get it going. We need to normalize this, because our health system is not going to be the ones that save us. I will guarantee you that. We need to save ourselves. Being informed and knowing what's going on and knowing what our options are, that's the best thing. So give your friends the gift of knowledge. Give them the gift of community, the gift of not having to face all of this all alone. Let's grow this collective together. Let's stop being quiet, stop apologizing for everything, and let's learn to be in harmony with the pause, because they didn't train our doctors. They didn't give us a roadmap, and they didn't write this into our textbooks yet. So let's do this together. Welcome to Women with a Pause. We are just getting started. What age were you when things started to be a little bit different?